Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of eXp Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com. Chris Nolan grew up in New York until he joined the U.S. Marine Corps in 1996. He then joined the U.S. Capitol Police until making the transition to real estate. Shortly after, the Nolan Group was formed. They continue to strive for the best possible experience for buyers and sellers. How can they help you in your journey? And now, here's The Nolan Show with your host, Chris Nolan.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nolan Show. Hope you had a great week out there. I had to take last week off and I left the studio. Heather was here with Kayla and I heard that they ran a little wild. So how'd everything go last week there, Heather?
It went great. It went great. She's not here to stick up for herself, so you can't pick on her too much.
Well, that's exactly why we can pick on her. All right, so
although we picked on you just a little bit.
I listened.
Did you listen?
Yeah.
There's still something that I need to say on air about you not doing while you were at our party on the 3rd.
Okay, I'm not really sure.
Just throw it out. You never went down the water slide.
Yeah, well,
you chickened out.
It has nothing to do with chickening out. All right, it has to do with there was a whole bunch of kids there. All right, and yeah, they're meant to enjoy it. Yeah, but yes, you went down the water slide,
I did.
But you're
but
also
everybody
the same
in their
height.
cameras too. What? Did he just say that to me? He did, didn't he? Yeah. Uh-huh.
I got to use it when I can.
I'm trying so hard to be good here because I'm going to come back at you. But yeah,
no, it was a great party.
Yeah,
though.
it was. Great.
It was a great party. I had a lot of fun, and yeah. So, but last week, I did listen to you guys. You guys did a great job.
Thanks.
So, that was awesome.
Yeah.
She's doing well. She's actually out. I know she's been working with some clients this week, and. I'm
she's
glad.
got a lot going on. Yeah. I can't wait to get everybody else in here. I just saw that we'll have Tracy here next week.
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, next week we're gonna have Alyssa. She was on here once before. Okay. She actually just got here, made her way from the Ukraine.
That's right.
So they finally made it here, and everybody's safe and all that stuff.
That's so great.
But yeah, it's been a hell of a journey. I mean, they left months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Been on the road, and
wow.
So it's a lot of people over there. Not everybody had the ability to leave. Yeah. There's some people that are still stuck there, so it's not a.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. So, and unfortunately, the mainstream media has taken a lot of that stuff off the air. They don't show as much as, what's really going on to concern with other stupid stuff.
Well, so hopefully we can hear some of that from her next week.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll let her tell her story and what's going on,
and how we can help if we can.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, she sent a couple of people over. I've been emailing back and forth with a couple people that are trying to get over here, to get situated on housing and stuff like that. So we'll see how that plays out. But
awesome.
there's a program to bring them into the States, which is cool. And last time I checked, there's still a lot of spots open for those that want to come here. The thing is, though, this is so far from home for a lot of Ukrainians that want to go back home when this is over. It makes it very difficult. So unless they have a support system here, family, friends, whatever, that can help them out, it doesn't really make as much sense. So, but if they can get here, then they have 2 years of parole and they can apply for a work visa and all that stuff. So
that's great.
It's actually kind of cool.
That's what I figured she probably would explain a lot of that next Tuesday, but very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's, we take for granted a lot of the stuff that we have here, in the U.S.
We do.
It's, people don't realize how really blessed we are to grow up in a country that allows us to do whatever we want to do. Yeah. I've made a couple of changes along the way. When I was a kid, I got into auto mechanics and working on cars and all that stuff, and then I switched. I went into the Marine Corps and U.S. Capitol Police, and when the time came, I made my switch into real estate.
Right.
A lot of places you don't have that luxury of making those switches. Once you're into something, you're done. That's where you're at. So, we have, and that's just, and I
just have so many different options.
Absolutely.
And help and programs and just like you're about to say, just like real estate.
Well, just like real estate, absolutely. Well, we were talking about it. There's programs set up, if you're, in small business, right? The Small Business Administration, they have programs to help people build and nurture their businesses.
Right.
Whether it's going to be a small, one man, one woman show, or something much bigger where you're going to have, tons of employees and the whole bit. So there's all sorts of good stuff out there.
We were talking about that earlier because I told you about someone that I had met that had lost their business during COVID.
Absolutely.
And of course, it was a hair salon, and they had closed up for COVID, but then she couldn't get anybody back to work. So, and I know it's kind of, close contact and everything else. So you can imagine. And then, she literally had to close up shop. So tell me now, the different opportunities. Of course, she's working for someone else right now, doing hair on the side, but I'm sure she would love to have her business back. She just can't find the employees.
Well, I mean, and that's definitely something you have to look at, right?
I'm sure there's other reasons.
Now,
too.
yeah, and sometimes when you work on something that hard and it's taken away from you, you just don't have you just don't have it in you to go back after it. And that's the beautiful thing about this country. If you want to shift gears, I went from working for the government to being in real estate and helping hundreds of families, buy and sell homes. I mean, that was a completely different job field. So there is ways to get out there. Like I was saying, right here in this local area, we have a ton of resources that people can use, whether it's going straight to the Small Business Administration. There's a lot of local groups for a female entrepreneur like herself. We have We Venture right down there, down the road, and they specifically help women with counseling and training and, building their businesses. So there's all sorts of free resources.
So if someone is interested and overhears you talking about that, that's something that we can get them.
Absolutely, yeah.
You have someone that over there. And
that's one of the things that we love to do, and it's really kind of cool because we like to make those connections, right?
Absolutely.
Between our work with the veterans and the veteran community and first responders and different entrepreneurial groups and everything else, it all overlaps.
Right.
So I've been networking for years with all these different groups, not only in the local area, but across the country and in different countries. So if somebody, if you're interested and you're struggling, let us know. Yeah. Send us an email. Send it to me, just, write the word help. Send it to info@thenolangroup.com and, let us know what the scenario is. Obviously we're here, we help people buy and sell houses. Right, and create wealth through home ownership.
But that's not all.
But that's not all. We're helping build communities, and that's why I got into this and building the team. Is because even I knew before I got into this, as an independent salesperson, just somebody out there just doing sales, and that's their only job. If you get sick, you get injured, you get whatever, your business goes away.
Yes. And
I want to create a better industry, a better, career field for all realtors, which then helps our clients that much more.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
One of the many reasons I love being on a team and working with a team.
Well, we're super happy to have you, and we can do so much more together.
Thanks. So we got a lot of things going on and a lot of things coming up too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, just since you've been on the team for a few months now. And you've taken right to it and you're working with a lot of people. I know we have one settlement coming up this week. You had a couple more things in the shoot.
Yep. We got a listing coming up next week. And then another one just that I've been working on, actually one within a week and a half as well. So another 2 listings, one in Port St. Lucie and one in West Melbourne.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things, because we have the team and so many people that are bringing, those sales, the listings to market. A lot of times we can help the people that are looking for that specific house that they haven't been able to find. We can help them find it before it even hits the market, because we know what people are thinking. Maybe they're not looking now. Maybe they're looking to sell in 6 months. I still know that they're going to get ready to sell in 6 months.
Right.
So when you come to me and say, hey, listen, I want this house, I say, well, we got one coming in a few months. So it works out pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, but, rising tide raises all ships, right? So if we work together, we all rise.
We do.
So, but I want to talk about some of the other stuff going on, but I think this is a good spot to take that break. So let's go ahead and take a quick break. For everybody out there, don't go anywhere. Stay right there. We'll be right back. Not crypto coins, not penny stocks. The best tool to build wealth is still real estate. I'm Chris Nolan of the Nolan Group of eXp Realty. Invest today and allow your real estate to provide a future for your family tomorrow. We'll show you the way. Visit mynexthomefinder.com.
Upgrade your water. Let Affordable Water give you a free, no-obligation quote to replace your equipment. You might even be able to trade in your existing equipment. There's never been a better time to upgrade.
Affordable Water.
At Compass Pest Control, we focus on killing pests where they live and breed by terminating them outside your home or office before they can get in. Hi, I'm Chris Hudman, co-owner of Compass Pest Control. We prevent roaches, ants, and other pests from getting inside with a proactive approach. We don't stop there. We also offer lawn and plant health programs. And we'll never sell you something you don't need. At Compass Pest Control, our prices are competitive. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Get a free estimate. Visit compasspests.com.
Dr. Stephen Tate offers the safest and most efficient technique for customized cataract surgery. Patients are personally counseled on the best approach for their needs and lifestyle. From multifocal lenses that allow for distance and reading vision to toric lenses that correct astigmatism, let New Vision Eye Center guide you safely through your options. For world-class eye care on the Treasure Coast, visit newvisioneyecenter.com.
Who's got time to clean? When you need it clean, call Germ Wizards LLC. Using the most up-to-date equipment, Germ Wizards pays strict attention to detail. They make dust disappear. Whether you need your office to sparkle, your home to shine, or you want to give someone a great gift, hire the Germ Wizards. It's easy to get a quote online. There's even an online portal to discuss details directly with your cleaning professional. Visit GermWizardsLLC.com. Make dust disappear with Germ Wizards.
Hey everybody, glad you stuck around. So we were having a lot of fun here, talking about a couple things, on the break. But we were talking about, and I want to bring this up to everybody because we're seeing a lot of this stuff out there. We're seeing a lot of people. We've already talked about we help people all the time, and not everybody it's the right time to buy or sell, depending on your scenario. But it is still a great time to buy if you're thinking about buying or selling, depending on where you're at. But we were talking about this because you hear a lot of stories out there, and nobody's really. It's all about the gloom and doom, right? And the interest rates have gone up. Yes, guys, there's no secret. The interest rates have gone up, but in a lot of cases, they're still hovering around 5%. Okay,
it's a whole lot less than what I paid the first time.
Absolutely, 5% is still a whole lot less than 100% interest when you're paying rent.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah.
So. We did the math earlier.
We did.
So if we're talking about now, yes, the market is cooling off. Last year, the market went up on average 27%, right? This year, it's slated to go up 10 to 11%, on average, depending on who you're looking at. So yes, it's slowed down since the 27%, but a 10% or 11% jump in your home value
within a year's
time is
still huge.
That's awesome. Okay. So now if you take just the 10%, right, you buy a house today at $300,000, that's $30,000 that in equity that you have in a year without doing a single thing. Okay. Think about how long, and we've talked about this, how long does it take you if you want to save $30,000 in cash? How long does it take you to save $30,000? Yeah. Right? Most of us, it takes us.
A lot of folks can't even save that.
Yeah. So, it's very hard with the expenses.
Paycheck,
So now just by paying your bills, okay, just by paying your bills, you're acquiring $30,000 in equity in your home.
So great.
Now, also, you're paying your bills, so you're not wasting that money. All right. So let's just say you had taken a rental at $2,000 a month. That's $24,000 that you would have been putting into rent.
How much did you say a month?
$2,000 a month, $24,000 a year.
And we all know that's an expensive rent.
Yeah, it is, but that's
Meaning
about.
it's going up so much too.
But if we're looking at around a $300,000 house, that's about what you're going to pay in rent right now.
Right.
So if you're looking at that, the $24,000 that you're paying in rent, okay, so now we're at $54,000 that you just made in a year, because not only did your house go up, but the $24,000 has actually been used to pay down your mortgage, and the interest is tax deductible.
Yep.
So I mean, there's a ton of reasons. This is why the average net worth of a homeowner is 44 times that of a renter.
Yeah.
And literally,
Makes sense.
so I mean, you're $54,000 in the positive just for paying your bills. How cool is that?
That's great.
You know, and that's only over the course of a year. Now we saw,
And that's just on a $300,000 home.
That's just on a $300,000 home, and I'm just, I'm using that number because it's kind of still the average around here. Depending on what you're looking for. Obviously, people will spend more or less, and then the return will be more or less depending on what you're buying. But
yep, 'cause I was looking at just even $300,000 homes, and we're looking at rent for those 3-bedroom, 2-bath in certain areas, and you're looking at $2,800 a month in rent.
Yeah, yeah, it depends on where you're going.
So it really, it's hard to find something. I've got renters out there as well. It's very competitive and it's very expensive.
Yeah, and I know I've heard some people have said, well, but I don't want I can't do all the maintenance. I don't want to do this. Well, there's tons of handymen out there. There's landscapers. If you just want to pay somebody else to do it, there a lot of them are very reasonable.
They are very reasonable.
And most of them are very efficient on time. So maybe you try one, you don't like them, go to another one, right? Or if you really just can't stomach it, there's a lot of these HOAs that they take care of all the maintenance for you.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so really now all you got to do is maybe change a couple of light bulbs, clean up your house, maybe put away your dishes.
That is true.
They'll
take care of the front yard, backyard. You got it.
Yes,
and all the weeding.
Yeah, so depending on where you go, I mean, there's so many different options out there. From the people that want to live out in Okeechobee and Fellsmere and those places and have 5-10 acres and whatever else. I mean, that's too much land for me.
It's too much land because you don't want to cut it. You don't want to deal with it. No. I had 3 acres in Maryland. That was my biggest piece of property that I had, and it was mostly all grass. And you mowed it.
And I mowed it. And it took a long time.
It does.
And don't get me wrong. If I would have probably bought a bigger mower, a better mower, it would have been done a lot faster. But that wasn't really in my plan. And it takes a long time. Now, if that's something you love, and honestly, I don't mind cutting the lawn when I have the time to do it.
Right.
But with our work schedules and helping people on the weekends and this and that, me, I like my schedule. So if you tell me that I'm going to cut my lawn Saturday morning, I'm good with that. But then all of a sudden I can't cut it on Saturday morning. It starts messing up
your schedule.
Yeah. Yep. So, but that's the cool thing about this. And you're growing. And actually, if you look at the difference in price in your rent versus the mortgage on that same exact house, your mortgage is going to be far less, giving you enough room in your budget to still pay for those extra things.
Absolutely.
And leave a little bit extra, in case any repairs come up.
A lot different.
Yeah. So, and, we help people every day, and you know this. And for a lot of you guys listening out there, some of you know this, and you've already been through this with us. We take the time, we analyze your needs, and make sure that we figure out what's the best for you, right? Because I'll sell houses. There's plenty of people that need to sell them, or you need to buy and sell. I'm not worried about that. But we built our business on referrals, and we're going to keep on doing that.
Yeah, we want you to be happy with no matter what. Yeah, whatever you choose.
Yeah. Whether you move now, and unfortunately we've had to tell some people that now's not the right time. And in our job, obviously we can't do that too often, but home ownership is such a great thing. We don't have to.
Right.
It makes sense most of the time. But if it doesn't,
for that individual.
Yeah, for that individual.
It's a great time right now to buy or sell. But just so that's clear.
But there's certain circumstances, depending on somebody's financial
that's
and different means, it may not be, the right thing. And that's where a consultation with us sitting down, it doesn't take anything. If you walk away with more information than you came, we won, right? There's no charge for it. And we have educated people, running around out there. There's nothing that drives me nuts more than somebody attesting and telling me that they know exactly what's going on, and they're spitting out facts that they've obviously heard on the news that they have not verified.
Right. Or YouTube, like we were talking about.
Yeah, wherever they got it from. But it's not correct.
Right.
So
I've been getting a lot of that. Now, everyone's worried because the market is still high and, it's going to come down. We're going to wait. Yeah,
but how many times? We've had, in the past 40 years, we've had 6 recessions, I believe it is. Okay. And 6 recessions, and only one time did we have a drop in the real estate market, and that was in 2008, and everybody remembers that.
That's the only thing anybody remembers.
That's the only thing anybody, picks up on. But that was because of bad lending practices and some of the other stuff that was going on. All that stuff is so super regulated. We have 38% of homes right now are owned in cash in America. 98% have positive equity. Right? That's a strong market.
Yes. That is so right. Yeah.
We were talking about the REOs, right?
There's not a lot.
There's none out there. Yeah. And the few that are out there, last time I checked the MLS, there was like 3 in there, and all 3 had been renovated and being sold by the banks. So it's not like you're getting that. That
the banks will do that in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So instead of selling them as is, they'll fix them up and try to get as much as they can because they can.
Yeah. So, and like I've said before, the only thing worse than having that conversation with somebody today about, I wish I would have bought, 10 years ago, is having this conversation again in 10 years talking about how we should have bought the day we had the last conversation.
Because I sure wish I could go back just 2 years and buy many properties. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
who wouldn't?
Yeah, if we could go back, I mean, we could do all sorts of stuff.
Exactly. But I bought in this crazy time, I have sold and purchased. Sold 1 home and purchased 2 down here. So even though the market's higher, I mean, it's still a great market. And I've got equity in both of my homes. Well, and they were bought just within a year's time.
Yeah, well, we've talked about that too. This is not 2008 anymore, especially here in this market, because we have more infrastructure here, more people. 400,000 people a year have moved here for the past couple of years. A lot of those people are in their working years. They're coming with 6-figure salaries, and some of them are telecommuting, some of them are commuting to Orlando and the different areas with these high-paying jobs. We have infrastructure now that we did not have back then.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, we're in a much more sound place. So I'm super excited about it. Here and also our Maryland market, where the other half of our team is. We have a lot of great stuff going on there. The market there still, is great. And that's always going to be strong too, surrounding DC. You got the strong, the government presence there.
Military, so, you got it.
Absolutely. So, throughout, we have a lot of great opportunities. And whether you're here in the Maryland or here in Florida or there in Maryland, wherever you're at, or even if you're looking other places, we've talked about this. We've helped people in every state in the country and 15 different countries now, coming in and out and, all that stuff. And we've networked with the best realtors around. So if you guys have questions, if you have concerns, you're thinking about relocating to Tennessee or,
wherever out of the country.
We're more than happy to help you and make sure that you have trusted professionals when you get there. So, I'm super excited about it. You got me back, and I'm all wound up.
You're all wound up. That's awesome. Come on, let's go out and buy some properties.
All right, let's do it.
Right. I've been trying to, and look, I've got to still get your sister out there with me.
Yep.
We still want some places in Orlando.
Yeah, she has no problems with going out there with you on that. So
I am going to call her this week.
Yeah, well, she'll show you around, make sure that you know exactly where you're going. She loves, it out there. Yeah. So, I think it'll only be a matter of time until she buys something out there. So.
I definitely, because the kids, every time they come to town, they want to go up there.
Absolutely. Yep. You got
tell me we're out of time.
We are out of time, unfortunately. So, it goes fast.
It does.
So, but anyway, guys, everybody out there, thank you so much for checking us out and listening. Remember, email us at info@thenolangroup.com if you need anything. We will see you next week. Remember, follow us on Facebook. Follow us to your new home. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.